Although these two cameras look very different from the outside, they can be used in similar ways for vlogging, travel filmmaking, and generally for when a compact wide-angle lens camera is needed. So let's see how the DJI OSMO Pocket 3, a gimbal camera, and the GoPro HERO13 Black, an action cam with electronic stabilization, compare in terms of hardware, image quality, and usability. Both devices feature CMOS sensors. The OSMO Pocket 3 has a 1-inch type sensor, comes with a 20mm lens with an aperture of f2 and a minimum focus distance of 20 cm. The HERO13 Black features a 1/1.9-inch type sensor, a 12mm lens with variable crop, an aperture of f2.5 and a minimum focus distance of 44 cm. This means the Pocket 3 sensor is more light sensitive and as a result creates a shallower depth of field, plus it has an advantage when it comes to dynamic range. The maximum video resolution of the Pocket 3 is 4K 60p in a 16:9 aspect ratio and 3K 60p when switching to vertical 9:16. Additionally, the dedicated slow motion mode offers a higher frame rate up to 120 FPS. GoPro has implemented a number of resolutions and aspect ratios, with the most common being 5.3K 60p in a 16:9 aspect ratio and 4K 60p in a vertical crop mode, plus 4K 120p for slow motion. Regarding color, DJI has implemented all recording options as 10-bit profiles, including normal, HLG and D-Log-M. The HERO13 bit depth changes between 8-bit and 10-bit depending on the recording mode, but also features standard color, HDR and GP-Log. The flat lock options are ideal if a professional post-production workflow is needed, for example to match the footage with third-party cameras. When it comes to filming in dark environments or at night, the Pocket 3 comes with a dedicated low-light mode with automatic noise reduction at up to 4K 30p. The HERO13 does not have a dedicated night mode, but can either shoot in auto or manually at up to ISO 6400 with the option of switching internal noise reduction to high. While the difference in light sensitivity and dynamic range is clearly visible in the dark, the difference in stabilization is also noticeable. Since the gimbal from the Pocket 3 automatically stabilizes shakes and minimizes unwanted jitters, it doesn't need to rely on electronic stabilization, unlike the GoPro, which needs to compensate for shaky motion by cropping into the image. This also only works well if the camera sensor captures enough light to shoot at a fast shutter speed. The 3-axis gimbal of the Pocket 3 can pan from -235 degrees to 58 degrees and tilt from -120 degrees to 70 degrees, which means it's possible to do a multitude of manual and automated moves. It's also possible to keep the camera on a horizon level as long as it doesn't go further than ±45 degrees sideways. The HERO13 has a similar mode that locks onto the horizon and stabilizes shaky motion, all while cropping in. A clear strong suit of the gimbal head is the possibility to track motion with the camera. This comes in handy for locked-off shots with the gimbal panning and tilting following a subject. While some action cams like the Osmo Action 6 also feature a digital crop mode that tracks subjects, the HERO13 unfortunately does not have such a mode. This is now a mic test from the OSMO Pocket 3 using the internal microphone capsules, so you can kind of get a feeling how this sounds like outdoors. And now I'm going to switch over to the GoPro HERO13 Black, so you can also hear in comparison how this sounds like in the same environment. The OSMO Pocket 3 is of course also compatible with a variety of DJI mics, including the Mic Mini, Mic 2 and the Mic 3, which I'm wearing right now. The same microphone is also compatible with the GoPro HERO13 Black, so this is another wireless test, but now from the GoPro. Even though they have very different form factors, when it comes to weight, the two cameras are not that far apart. The Pocket 3 weighs 179 grams and the HERO13 comes in at around 159 grams. Both units can be connected and mounted via a 1/4-inch thread on the bottom to tripods, selfie sticks or other accessories. Both cameras record photo and video files to a microSD card. When it comes to powering, the Pocket 3 has an internal battery with the option of using external plug-in battery grips via USB-C, while the HERO13 features a removable battery. The 2-inch OLED touchscreen of the Pocket 3 can be flipped from vertical to horizontal to power on the device and start recording immediately if wanted. The GoPro features a front and a rear 2.46-inch LCD touchscreen. Although these compact cameras are different in a lot of ways, they also share some commonalities. If you want to find out more, make sure to check the description box below the video.